Hello, my name is Dardenne. I'm from Charleroi, Belgium, and I just came back from the United States where I was a French teaching assistant for one academic year in the middle of Iowa. So why did I decide to do that? Well, I studied German languages at university in Louvain-la-Neuve, so English and Dutch. And after that, I wanted to do something more because I had the impression that what you learn at university is too theoretical. So I wanted to do something, well, basically I wanted to get there and to get to see some people and discover the United States, which I've always been attracted to, like the American dream or something like that. And so I discovered by chance on the internet this Fulbright FLTA program, and I decided to go for it. So what do I have to lose? So I applied for it. It was kind of a short notice, and I got it. The weird thing is that you don't know where you're gonna end up. So you just say, I want to be a French teacher in the US, and then you get an offer from a university over there, and if you say no, you don't get to go. So it was Iowa. It was a bit surprising at first, but in the end it was just an amazing experience, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. And even if I was in the middle of cornfields, basically, because you get to see a lot of the country, you can travel a lot, and Iowa is some sort of average state, so you get to experience the real American people, real American culture, sort of average culture. And that's what I wanted. So I was really glad about that in the end. And then as far as the application process is concerned, it's not a complicated process. And well, everything is really, really well organized, so you know exactly what you have to do, what the deadlines are. So the only thing I remember is this English exam. I was kind of afraid of that, but in the end it just turned out just fine. So I took the ICE at the British Council here in Brussels, and it's not that difficult. And I mean, it's just to show that you can speak a little bit of English so that you're not going to be totally lost when you get there. But I mean, your main occupation over there will be teaching your own language. So the first focus is not your English. It's just your ability to communicate and to teach. So to become a TA, you need a master's degree in Belgium, and some experience in the teaching field. So that's the requirements. And so for the application, this English test is no issue at all. And then for the visa, again, it's really, really easy. They tell you what you have to do to make an appointment at the embassy, and then you go there, and just because you say you're Fulbright, okay, visa approved, and there you go. So really not that big a deal. And then for the rest, of course, it's a lot of preparation. You know it ahead of time that you have some flights to book, some insurance issues and stuff like that. But it's really easy. I don't remember all the different steps, but anytime there's something you have to do, you receive a letter explaining everything, and it's just really easy to follow. First thing you do when you get to the US is you have to attend a summer workshop, some sort of orientation workshop. So you end up in a group of about 70 or 80 other TAs from all over the world. I was the only Belgian in that group. And there were some French people, but for the rest, I think we were 36 different nationalities or something like that in one single bus. That's like, oh my goodness. People from everywhere. I mean, Thailand, Israel. I don't remember all of them, but it was amazing. So you get to spend 4 or 5 days with those people, and you just connect with them, and then you exchange numbers and addresses, and you visit them. I spent later on 5 days in New Orleans visiting a girl from Argentina. That's just the magic of the program. Another thing is when you get to your campus, well, you have to discover everything, what your duties will be, what you will be in charge of. And that's really exciting because you discover something totally different from here. I mean, the education system is really different. The relationship between students and TAs or even professors is really, really different. And this TA position is really, really fun because you can be really close to your students. Of course, you're their teacher, but you can have some special bond that you cannot have when you're professor. So it's a really fun position in between. I was in charge of, well, quite a bit. Because one of the usual French professor was away on a sabbatical for the whole year. So I had quite a bit to do. I had to teach my own class pronunciation, which was a lot of fun for me to teach French pronunciation, which is not easy at all. I had to teach, well, some beginners classes, more advanced classes, so it was quite varied, which was fun too, some stylistics, and then mon nom est da ba ba, so it was kind of fun. And then another great thing about that program, I already mentioned it, is the traveling that you can do. I mean, once you're there, any single break you get, you want to take advantage of it to see something else. So to name but a few, I went to New York for 2 weeks for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, New Orleans, San Francisco, LA, Chicago, Des Moines in Iowa, Minneapolis. So it's amazing. I mean, you can find ways to travel really cheap, and because you've met a lot of people from all over the place. So that's just an amazing experience. Yeah.